Hello everyone, welcome back to Quarantine School, where today we're going to be looking at the art of sound design. So I'm enrolled in a Comtech course at school, which has now been shifted to at home, which means I have to do a sound design assignment where I need to compile video into a 30-second clip. And in that 30-second clip, I need to have my own sound design. You can't use the sound from the video. So I can't have what's coming out of the microphone right now. It needs to be recorded as either Foley or sound effects or in post or whatever. And I'm going to take you through the creative process for how to make a fully formed B-roll with footage and sound design and editing and all that amazing stuff that's going to help you guys get banger results when you inevitably try it on your own. I hope you do. I mean, if you're not going to try it, I at the very least hope that this is going to be just a little bit entertaining to watch the whole creative process. So right now it is around 12 o'clock noon. I'm hoping to get this done all today. That might be biting off a little bit more than I can chew, but I guess we'll see. So 11:52 a.m. Let's get started. The first step, like it or not, is going to be a storyboard. So I kind of forget that you guys can't see my phone screen. So there it is. There's the storyboard. And pretty much it is a list so that it's more organized when you actually go to shoot something. You're actually being structured. So you can see here all the different shots with little checkpoints so I can go through and remember what shots I have and haven't taken pretty much without having to look through the camera and kind of guess. It eliminates a lot of the guesswork from actually shooting. So there you go. There's the shot list.
Coffee beans. And we are going to go into File, New Project, and then these are my timeline settings, and let me just rename it real quick. There we go. So we are in 4K 24p Apple ProRes 422. Over into Finder, where I am going to go into Downloads, and then find where everything downloaded from AirDrop, and then press Command, and then select these two, grab them, and then press F3. And then hop into Final Cut Pro, and I'm pretty sure these all end up in reverse. Yep, they do end up in reverse order. So I'm going to have to sort through every single one of these clips and put them in actual chronological order instead of reverse order. The clips, and these are the final clips that I'm going to be using in the final edits, and they are all in perfect order. So if we go through, so this is the establishing shot. Then it goes into picking up the beans, throwing the beans, dropping the beans, scooping up the beans, playing with the beans, putting them in the coffee maker. Coffee maker gets the cup, rolling the bottle of really old, really old Starbucks liqueur. We washed it out to replace it with milk, and there were huge chunks in the bottom. And then we have the unscrewing the cap, pouring it in, more pouring it in, stirring it, and that's the final shot. And then I just got this one because I thought it was kind of cool. And then we have some sound effects. So this is a sound design assignment, which means I'm gonna have to go find some sound effects. So I will find some sound effects and start to edit this and color grade it, and I will see you a little bit later. We are on the color grading segment of the video. So we have MLUT by Motion VFX is my LUT provider of choice. We go into MLUT presets, we can go to our little stars, my favorites. We load up Kodak Killer, and then we go into contrast and just bump up the contrast a little bit. And then we back off just a tiny bit because the footage, as you just saw, is super flat. to get as much detail in the highlights and the shadows as possible. And then we can kind of go into saturation and play with this a bit to make sure that the coffee beans look as nice and crispy and brown as possible without making everything else too orange. So with that in mind, we can kind of tweak the colors a little bit, making sure that it looks nice, and then we can compare it to our other clips to make sure that everything is nice and consistent. And there we go. But you can see in this clip, from one clip to the next, just how super flat it all is. So just watch this. I mean, look at how flat that is versus Aftergrade, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna keep doing this and go through everything. So as you can see, I've already done all of the sound design, going to a bunch of sketchy websites and downloading stuff like Coffee Beans ASMR, Coffee Beans sound effects, all the 150 swooshes I have sorted through for this video. But yeah, this is what sound design looks like, and I think maybe I need to re-enable that. That's all right. And then yeah, we've got everything. So yeah, so a lot of different sounds, a lot of different sound design. This is probably my best sound designed video yet. And it should be because this is an assignment that I'm working on. I'm just trying to spice it up with some lens flares. Ooh, that's pretty spicy. Anyways, I will let you guys see the final product right now.